Okay.
Very important question. Where is it written in the Bible that women should not preach? That is left for only men. Yes. Where is it written in the Bible? That is only men that will preach.
A good question. You want to know something, and I will show you. Now, actually, the Bible does not allow women to be leading a congregation. Anywhere that you hear, I am a woman pastor, I am a woman evangelist, they are doing this against the will of God. Now, if you know how to read, come here. First,
No, read it.
okay, no problem. First Corinthians chapter 14. First Corinthians chapter 14 from verse 33. Listen, God does not allow we women to preach in the church first, then outside the church, in the church now. First Corinthians chapter, note, if you are taking a note, if you are taking a note, First Corinthians chapter 14 from verse 33 to 38. 33. For God is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all churches of the saints. Let your women keep silence in the churches, for it is not permitted unto them to speak, but they are commanded to be under obedience, as also saith the law. And if they will learn anything, let them ask their husband at home, for it is a shame for women to speak in the churches. What? Now, when the man of God told people that a women have no right to preach, they were asking him why, and listen to the answer. They were arguing with him.
Okay, you are preaching.
Listen to the answer. The answer is this. What? Came the word of God out from you, or came it unto you only? If any man think himself to be a prophet or spiritual, let him acknowledge that this thing that I write unto you are the commandment of the law. When the servant of God said a woman should keep silence in the church, they were arguing with him, and he said that it is God himself who gave him that commandment. If you want to listen to him, fine. If you want to perish, fine. Do whatever you like. That is in the church. Now, outside the church, 1 Timothy chapter 2. First Timothy chapter 2 from verse 9. Outside the church self, woman has no right to preach the word of God. That does not mean that in your workplace everybody has to hear testimony. And in your workplace, if someone wants to embarrass you with the God he's serving you as a woman, you have to tell him that the one that is in me is greater than the one that is in you. You bear testimony there, but it is not like a ministry that you be carrying a microphone and walking alongside the street and be saying, Jesus love you, Jesus love you. No. Now, 1 Timothy chapter 2 from verse 9. In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with braided hair, or gold, or pearls, or costly array, but with becometh women professing godliness with good words. Let the women learn in silence with all subjection. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. For Adam was first formed, then Eve, and Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing, if they continue in faith and charity and holiness with sobriety. Now, the man of God is also asking women not to be preaching outside the church. It's not any woman that is preaching Jesus love you unless she is with a pastor and helping the pastor to be sharing tracts. You understand? To be sharing tracts. For the woman to stand on her own, be preaching the word of God, is against God's law. I said everybody has right to bear a testimony to the word of God. As a child, or as a son, or a daughter of God, in your workplace, you have to show that you belong to God. You understand? In your dreams, in your talk, if someone is in problem, you tell him that my God can solve your problem. So that one is not preaching. There is a kind of testimony, but it's not taking it as doing it as a minister. A woman has